another episode of the African Excellist, where this show I focus on exceptional Africans, immigrants, and anybody who's changing the perception of people, community, and life in Washington State. Today, I have a very special guest, all the way, but I want to keep the surprise for you. I want to keep this all the way to the east side of Washington State. Welcome. Put your hands together for the one and only Adam Dibba, the founder and community director of Outreach Africans on the East Side. Welcome to the show, Ada.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for being here. It's been a while. You know, you're always bringing the drip when you come to the show.
That's what we're going to do today.
Thank you so much for being here. Just for the people who don't know who you are and what you do for the community, where are you from originally in Africa?
I am from West Africa, the Gambia.
Gambia.
Banjul, the Gambia.
I've heard a lot of beautiful things about Gambia.
Yes.
You've been in the non-profit circle for a while, and you've always focused on the East Side. Yes. And I've never understood when you're like, I see you in the meeting, hey, East Side. What does East Side mean for people who are not familiar?
Well, I am an immigrant, born and raised in the Gambia, and I immigrated to Washington State. And then I raised my three beautiful daughters in the East Side.
Yep.
And I've been volunteering in the school district out there for almost 23 years.
Yeah.
And my passion is always lead with immigrants and also youths. I call them the unforgotten ones.
The unforgotten.
Because people, they are always like unforgotten because we are tiny.
Yes.
But we are powerful.
Correct.
Because their voices and what they bring is crucial and important. So Africans on the East Side was founded about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yes.
And in this 2 years, where has it covered? I know East Side is like Bellevue, but what other places constitute the East Side? If you can break it for people who know you.
I step out of the box.
Oh,
I'm focusing in the East Side, but I go as far as all the way to Snohomish, Linwood, Everett, Seattle, King County.
Yes.
Anywhere I need youth want to have voice, I focus myself there because they are very important.
Yes.
Because they always are in silo or in the room.
The more,
they don't come out and stuff, but I bring the best in them. And we do it with fun, we do it with education, and also we do it through culture class series that we have on our website, if anybody wants to go see it.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll circle back to that point with my sister right here all the way from the East Side. But the Queen has a special message today. We are here today with a special message for anybody in the state of Washington who's an immigrant or undocumented who did not qualify for any of the perks that were given during the pandemic. This, I'm talking about stimulus checks. I'm talking about relief funds. If you lost income, if you're behind on your bills, you lost your job, you lost a loved one, we have a special message from you, especially directly to all my Gambian people. So I'll let Queen Ada go ahead and tell it to them in the language that you can understand as best.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Man mangi tuda Adam Dibba. This is my passion. Aluma de def pour dimbale nit. Hamnane Washington ak all around the nation ku nekk yange struggle pour feed sa family. While important moy immigrants nga xamne amuñ kayit te ñu ci biir dëkk bi. So dañ leen buga dimbale mun nga dem nga apply suñ information bi mun nga ko gis ci Instagram so amé account bi WhatsApp wala mun nga ma reach ci suma telephone number bi 425-233-4220 ñu ngi WhatsApp tam li tax li mu important te mu nekk loo xam ne dafa dimbale waajur soo amee sa doom si kër gi mu war a feebar amuloo foo xaalis boo ko fajee lii dina la dimbale lu nekk nag si sutura lañ ko dee defee dinañ la applyal si sutura sa tur sa santa ak li nga def ci àdduna ak fi nga nekk yaa sa njaboot duñ ko wan kenn immigration amuñ ci lii ni dara so mu ngi happen nag Washington African Coalitions ñoom lañ partner nag di def ak ñoom lii so loolu laa ñëwoon tey pour wasuma mbokk yi pour ngeen dem so lañ ko gisee ngeen apply dara nekku ci nag waaye pour waa Washington la rek Seattle.
Thank you so much, guys. Remember, the website again is www.immigrant-relief-fund. That's immigrant relief, not fund. www.immigrant-relief-wa.org. Thank you again, Miss Adam, for all that information. Now, you've been in the coalition for a while. You know, we've done a lot of projects together. What are some of your most favorable moments within the coalition, like experience during all these projects you've done together, from the youth, the virtual during COVID? What is your favorite memory?
I think my favorite moment is when I found you guys, because I was in the East Side and I've been doing the work, and I wanted the families to have connection, and I also want us to have a place where we belong.
Correct.
So when Ma'awa and I took to the journey to the first event and met you guys all,
Correct.
it was my newfound adventure. I was very happy to see what you guys are doing, and also to see them talk about youths, which is my passion,
It's your passion,
and
correct.
how they support them. So that's why I'm always coming back,
Yeah.
because I know that we are strong
We're a
community,
strong community.
and we can win
Correct.
being together,
Being together.
rather than doing
Being
it
just
solo.
apart.
Yeah.
If right now you had the control or the ability to summon resources, what part of empowering the youth would you want to put more energy and resources to? Because as a champion for the youth, which I really applaud you for, a lot of people, especially from our African community, we kind of like push the kids like they don't know what they're doing. But what would you do to, like, what programs do you think we could work with to help the African or immigrant youth in the state of Washington?
So I always tell my fellow Africans, both parents and staff, the youths have great visions and they have great minds.
Yes.
And we can guide them, but we can listen and also give them voices to empower them.
Correct.
And for Africans on the East Side, where I'm so blessed that first generation immigrants are the one who leads the work.
First gen, yes.
First gen immigrants.
Yeah.
So they're the ones who lead the work.
Correct.
And they do the work beside me. And that's what empowering them.
Empowering them, yes.
Giving them their voice, because some of them are so talented.
Yes.
But we just put them in a box.
In the box, correct.
So I just like getting them out and feeling how comfortable they are. So if they see youth leading culture class series that we do on Africans on the East Side,
correct,
it's amazing to see youths doing it, and then the adults guiding them, and then with whatever resources Washington African Coalition brings in, then we get it done.
We got it done right? Thank you so much. I had a question for parents. You're a parent yourself. What advice would you want to pass to parents? Because, you know, especially parents who are coming from countries in Africa that are not developing as fast as other countries. Like, so their cultural norms are evolving a little slower. But they're in America now. They're in the state of Washington. Their kids go to school with American kids. What advice would you give those parents who are sometimes struggling to understand the direction their youth want to go in terms of career, in terms of hobbies? You know, like, for example, I know a Tanzanian parent out in North Seattle whose daughter plays very good tennis, but he's a Christian who does not see those sports as lucrative, like they can change his life, like Serena Williams. What, you being a youth advocate, what's one thing a message you can pass to parents who are still trying to embrace that patience with their children now that they're in a different country?
I think like parents, they struggle a lot to understand the kids.
Yes.
But I always guide them by telling them that you're bringing them in two cultures.
Two cultures, not one.
Not one, but two.
Yeah.
Because you are not born and raised here.
Yes.
And then they were born here.
Yes.
Their identity is American.
Different, correct.
So it's very different with each youth.
Yes.
So what they are learning outside and what they are learning in home could be different.
Yes.
But how I lead it is with open conversation.
Correct.
And talking with them in a mindset of not trying to instill the African culture, forcing it on them. You have to bring both to connect.
To find a balance, because you need to,
find a balance.
Correct.
And then you won't clash, and then you will have understanding.
Correct.
They will embrace their first culture.
Correct.
And with their parents, and they will culture the American culture.
Correct.
And then you put them all together.
Correct.
It's wonderful to see.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. What do you see yourself in the future of community work? Where do you see Miss Adam in the next 2 years? Like, where are you gonna move this? Put a community center in this side? Where do you see the vision?
You know, one thing also people much you don't know about me, I work for a union,
Oh,
SCIU
nice.
1199 Northwest.
Gosh.
So I'm always empowering people,
Correct.
seeing their vision. So I think my next thing is what next can I do to
Yeah.
make serious? I think I'm ready
Yeah.
to bring out what we're doing in
Yes,
books and in
correct.
stories.
Yes.
So the next 4 years or so,
Yes.
I would love to have informational book
book.
guiding parents
Correct.
to how to have both cultures, both
Yes.
African and the United States.
To bring it together, to bridge that
Clash them.
together. Correct. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are also here to spread awareness. One of the our core things about this message today about voter registration. You are eligible to vote if you're an American citizen in America, and there's a lot of other requirements on there. But if you're a legal citizen of Washington State, you have the power and the capacity to help us change policies, move the needle forward, do things, good work that help us build make rules that help us live a better life
and understand it.
What's the importance of people who the immigrants and the people who are newly the new immigrants now, the American citizens now?
Yeah.
What's the importance of them being part of this legislative process? Because I see some of them, yes, they become U.S. citizens and they don't want to vote.
Yeah.
They don't want to participate in anything constitutional.
Yeah.
What's the danger of missing out?
Now you're touching also on a piece that I'm very passionate about.
Yes.
Because of the union work that I do.
Correct.
But every voice matters.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a voter and you stay home and you are not voting, so whoever they put in that office, you have to accept it. But if you step out and go and learn and vote, you have a voice.
You have a voice, correct. Yeah.
And the voting strategy at my house is when the kids were eligible to vote, we make it a table where I get the information. I'm blessed to get the information from the union, but we all sit at a table. We make it a family thing.
You will discuss how is this going to benefit all of us.
Yeah, and then also we talked about candidates.
Yes.
Who we want to be in office, who has our values.
Values, correct.
Who will see what we are.
Yeah.
And involving those kids and also involving yourself to learn makes you grow more and to see what's happening. Because whatever they put on that table and you didn't vote,
it affects you.
It affects you.
Yes.
And then you have no say on it because you did not participate.
You did not participate. Ladies and gentlemen, voter registration is very important. We have a website up. We'll have a website up for voter registration. We have a website up for applying for Immigrant Relief Fund. Do not miss Washington Coalition of African Community Leaders, Outreach Africans on the East Side with Miss Adam here. Where can they find you on social media?
You know, I tell people youths lead my work. So I'm blessed to have two youths that work with me.
Correct.
I'm on social media everywhere.
Yes, correct.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Telegram.
Nice.
And I'm WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And I'm also on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel.
Correct.
So anywhere you can find us. And our information is up there. And our website is africansontheeastside.com. And when you go to Google, you will find us. We are there and we are your resource and we are here to help. And you can also go to the Washington State
and just
Coalition, and you can find us
and help us there.
Yeah.
And before I go, I gotta ask my guest to teach us. She's all the way from Gambia. 2 questions. Number 1, how do people say hello in Gambia?
In Wolof, Nanga Def.
Nanga Def. That says how you doing.
How you doing?
And then what am I supposed to reply?
Mangfi. That means I'm good.
Manga Def.
Nanga Def, Mangfi.
Mangfi.
Right.
All right.
Dubai.
All right. Hey, and the last question: if you had to take one of your new friends here, like my engineer brother right there, take him all the way to Gambia, somebody who's never been to Africa before, what are the 3 places? It's a must-see in your country. I have to go.
Well, I'm gonna say the beach.
The beach. Okay.
When we arrive, take your shoes off, feel at home.
Just feel at home.
We do that. We walk on the white sand beach and and feel
just free
and power.
Okay.
And you don't hear the phone. You don't hear anything. You're just enjoying.
Correct.
And then I like going to the markets.
Oh yes, fresh food.
To find fresh food, find fresh produce and stuff. Eating food and culture. And learning within, seeing the cultures, how they interact, how they help kids, how they help youths and stuff.
Correct.
That's what I like to. We can embark on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting my passport soon so that I can go all the way to Gambia and go to the beach and take my shoes off because these shoes are heavy. Thank you so much for being here, Miss Adam. Remember to support us. Our website are out there. This has been another great episode. Ladies and gentlemen, till next time, African Excellence Kicheko. I know.